guys, happy Saturday. I'm here today to talk about every book that came out in 2018 that, one, I read, two, I actually liked. So I read a ton of new releases in 2018. Some of them I liked. The majority of the ones I read I actually did enjoy. There were quite a few that I didn't like or that didn't live up to the hype for me, but all the ones I'm going to be talking about today I either gave 4 or 5 stars. I'm not going to go into my ratings for each one and really go into an in-depth synopsis because these are all new releases. Most likely you know about them because they got a lot of hype this year. Most of them did. But I thought this would be helpful to everyone to really see okay, which books that came out in 2018 are really worth the read. I had a lot that I didn't like also, but as if you watched my unhaul video, you'll know that I don't keep books that I didn't enjoy, and if I'm not going to reread it, I get rid of it. So these are all just books that came out this year that I actually ended up keeping, so you know that I must have really enjoyed them a lot. But let's go ahead and get right into the video. So I divided these all into 2 categories. One section is the books that were a series continuation or a sequel to a book that I have already read or a series I was in the middle of. And then the second category is all the books that were either the start of a new series, a standalone, something like that. And I thought that would be really helpful for you guys to be able to know which one of these new series are actually worth starting. So let's go ahead and start with that section. So with the section of new series standalone books. First one being Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. Dry by Neal Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. The Bells by Danielle Clayton. Love and Other Trainwrecks by Leah Conan. The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. A Touch of Gold by Annie Sullivan. Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepherd. The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. Reign of the Earth by A.C. Goggin. And finally, Sadie by Courtney Summers. So those are all of the single books that I read this year that I really enjoyed. If you had any of these on your TBR that you also enjoyed, let me know. I know a few of them weren't as hyped, like A Touch of Gold by Annie Sullivan. I really enjoyed that book a lot. I definitely would recommend it. It's kind of like a retelling of the story of King Midas. Maybe not necessarily a retelling, but it's like King Midas with a twist. So I really enjoyed that book, and I'm looking forward to her next one that she has coming out in 2019 too. But let's go ahead and get into the series continuations that I actually enjoyed this year. First one being Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi. Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Legendary by Stephanie Garber. Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas as well. And this book is a little bit different because while I didn't absolutely love this book, I still gave it 4 stars for certain reasons, but I do not think this one is as amazing as the rest of the ones that are on my list, but it still got 4 stars, so I wanted to include it in this. Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenseller, and Reaper of the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. So that was all of the books that I absolutely loved and really enjoyed that came out in 2018, other than A Court of Frost and Starlight. Didn't necessarily absolutely love that one, but still it made the list. But these are all the books that I liked enough to decide to keep. As I mentioned, these are all 4 and 5-star books. So if you had a book that you would like to recommend to me to pick up that was a 2018 release, be sure to comment it down below. Or if I convinced you to pick up one of these, if you were a little bit uncertain about it, go ahead and comment that down below too. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put out videos a couple times a week apparently when I was not planning on doing that, but that's what this has evolved into. But make sure to subscribe as I mentioned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!